Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. I love love, it's just the best, right? And I know a lot of you are out there looking for love, hoping for that special connection. Well, today we're diving into a topic that many of you have been asking about, how to confidently start a conversation with the woman of your dreams. I mean, that first impression is everything, right? It's like trying to parallel park in front of your crush. You don't want to mess it up. Chapter 1. Compliment with heart, not cheese. All right, let's start with the first tip, which is all about making a good first impression. First impressions are crucial because they set the tone for any future interactions. Whether you're meeting someone for the first time at a social event, a professional setting, or even just bumping into someone at a coffee shop, the way you present yourself in those initial moments can make a lasting impact. And what better way to do that than with a genuine compliment? A heartfelt compliment can break the ice and create an immediate connection. It shows that you're observant and that you care enough to notice the little things. But remember, the key word here is genuine. Now, I'm not talking about cheesy pickup lines here, folks. Trust me, those are about as welcome as a vegan at a BBQ. Cheesy lines can come off as insincere and can make the other person feel uncomfortable. Instead, focus on being authentic and thoughtful. We're going for sincere and specific. When you give a compliment, make sure it's something you genuinely believe and something specific to the person you're talking to. This shows that you're paying attention and that you value them as an individual. Maybe you love her style. That jacket looks amazing on you. Where did you find it? Complimenting someone's style can be a great way to start a conversation because it opens the door to talking about interests and preferences. Or maybe you admire her taste in books. That's my favorite author. Have you read all her books? Sharing a common interest can create an instant bond and give you plenty to talk about. See, it's about noticing something unique about her and letting her know you appreciate it. It could be anything from her choice of accessories to the way she carries herself. The more specific you are, the more meaningful the compliment will be. Just keep it real, okay? We want to win hearts, not cringe points. Authenticity is key. When you speak from the heart, it resonates more deeply and leaves a lasting impression. So next time you find yourself wanting to compliment someone, remember to be sincere, specific, and above all, genuine. This way, you'll not only make a great first impression, but also build a foundation for a meaningful connection. Chapter 2. Your ticket to conversation land. So, you've delivered that killer compliment. Now what? Compliments are a great way to break the ice, but they are just the beginning. The real magic happens when you keep the conversation going. It's like opening a door to a whole new world of possibilities. But how do you navigate this new terrain without getting lost or hitting a dead end? Time to keep the conversation flowing with some open-ended questions. These questions are your best friends in the world of conversation. They invite the other person to share more about themselves, their thoughts, and their experiences. This not only keeps the dialogue interesting, but also helps you get to know the person better. Think of it like this. Yes or no questions are a dead-end street, while open-ended questions are a scenic route with beautiful views. When you ask open-ended questions, you are giving the other person the freedom to express themselves fully. It's like taking a leisurely walk through a beautiful park where every turn reveals something new and interesting. Instead of asking, "Do you come here often?" Please never ask that. Think about questions that require more than a simple yes or no answer. Questions that show you are genuinely interested in the other person and what they have to say. Try something like, "What's your favorite thing about this coffee shop?" Or, "What do you usually do for fun around here?" These kinds of questions open the door to more meaningful and engaging conversations. They allow the other person to share their stories, their passions, and their interests. See the difference? It gives her a chance to actually talk about herself and her interests, which is always a good thing. People love to talk about themselves, and when you show genuine interest, it makes them feel valued and understood. And it gives you a chance to listen and learn. Listening is just as important as talking in a conversation. It shows that you respect the other person's thoughts and opinions. Plus, you might learn something new or find common ground that can deepen your connection. So next time you're in a conversation, remember to ask open-ended questions and really listen to the answers. It's your ticket to conversation land. Chapter 3. Because shared interests are sexy. Okay, so you're chatting away, asking great questions, but how do you really build that connection? It's not just about the questions you ask, but also about the answers you give and the stories you share. When you find common ground, it's like striking gold in the conversation. It's those moments when you both light up because you've discovered something you both love or care about deeply. Well, that's where finding common ground comes in. Imagine the excitement when you both realize you share a passion for the same hobby, like hiking or painting. It's these shared interests that can turn a simple conversation into a memorable experience. It's like discovering you both love the same obscure band. You start talking about your favorite songs, the concerts you've been to, and suddenly you're not just two people chatting, you're two people connecting on a deeper level. Or that you both cried during the same Pixar movie, Toy Story 3, anyone? These moments of shared emotion can be incredibly powerful. They show that you're both human with feelings and experiences that resonate with each other. These shared interests are like little sparks that can ignite a bigger flame. They can lead to deeper conversations, more meaningful interactions, and a stronger bond. It's these little moments that can make all the difference in building a connection. So, pay attention to what she says. Listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. Notice the things that make her eyes light up, the topics she gets passionate about. These are your clues to finding that common ground. Look for those little nuggets of connection. They might be hidden in a casual comment or a passing remark, but they're there. And when you find them, don't just acknowledge them. Celebrate them. And don't be afraid to share some of your own passions too. Open up about the things you love, the hobbies that make you happy, the interests that define you. This vulnerability can be incredibly attractive and can encourage her to open up as well. You never know what might surprise you. Sometimes the most unexpected common interests can lead to the most delightful connections. So keep the conversation flowing, stay curious, and enjoy the journey of discovering each other. Chapter 4: Your Secret Weapon Against Awkward Silences. Let's be honest, first conversations can be a little awkward. That's just the nature of the beast. But you know what helps? Humor. A well-placed joke or funny observation can lighten the mood and make her feel more comfortable. Now, I'm not saying you need to be a stand-up comedian here. Just be yourself and let your natural humor shine through. If you can make her laugh, you're already halfway there. But remember, keep it light and appropriate. This isn't an open mic night, okay? Chapter 5. It's not just about waiting for your turn to talk. This one is so important, folks. Being a good listener is like speaking fluent gold in the language of love. It shows you're genuinely interested in what she has to say, and that you value her thoughts and opinions. So put those phones away, make eye contact, and really listen when she speaks. Ask follow-up questions, nod your head, and show her you're engaged in the conversation. Trust me, she'll notice and appreciate it. Chapter 6. Vulnerability is strength, not weakness. Okay, so you've been a great listener. Now it's your turn to share a little bit about yourself. Don't be afraid to open up and let her see your personality shine through. Tell her about your passions, your dreams, that time you accidentally wore mismatched socks to a job interview. We've all been there, right? Vulnerability can be scary, but it's also incredibly attractive. It shows you're comfortable in your own skin and that you're not afraid to be yourself. And that, my friends, is incredibly sexy. Chapter 7. Consent is key always. Last but not least, let's talk about respect. This should go without saying, but always be respectful of her space and boundaries. Pay attention to her body language. If she seems uncomfortable or like she's trying to end the conversation, don't push it. A true gentleman knows when to back off and give her the space she needs. Remember, consent is everything. And there you have it, folks. 7 ways to confidently start a conversation with the woman of your dreams. Remember, confidence comes from being genuine and respectful. Be yourself, show her you're interested, and most importantly, have fun. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and advice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.